Gus from the Chicken Brothers makes his debut, and our boy Queel gets capped. I'm Brian Carey, and this is Cannonballs, a comedy podcast where we discuss the plot of all the Star Wars media that Disney esteems canon, including books, comics, TV, and movies. I'm joined, as always, by my co-hosts, Matthew Martirosian, Aaron Laramie, and Wesley. I would like to see the baby, Isaac.
Pull up! All crap! Pull up!
All right, you boys are great at distracting me through this intro. Those who are listening on Spotify or iTunes, you got to go in and watch this YouTube video for Wes's chicken dance. Top quality.
Chicken boys!
These intros keep getting better and better.
Yeah, Brian, you so clearly were such a big fan of Breaking Bad, the Chicken Boys.
I'm polished. So Aaron brings up a great point. I have never seen Breaking Bad, which so many people give me shit for. I feel like I get it.
It's okay. I'm not Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is great. It's okay that you haven't seen Breaking Bad.
I mean, I get it, but I finally heard a fact that may get me to tune in, and it's stupid.
True.
So Sarah, my girlfriend, was telling me, because I was asking about Better Call Saul, and she told me Saul Goodman is not his original name, but he renamed himself Saul Goodman for Saul Goodman.
It's all good, boys.
And that may actually get me to watch Breaking Bad.
Wow, that's upsetting.
That his name's Saul Goodman?
Saul upsetting.
Saul upsetting, man.
I'm Saul disappointed.
I liked it, Brian.
Thank you. How you boys doing this week? Wes, you play kickball?
I hurt my ankle.
Oh, man. So
That's always fun.
So everyone passed the round of tests, the vigorous testing you guys go through to play kickball?
Yeah, we our PCRs all came back negative. And then we had the written exam, which was tough. It's like, do you have COVID? And I'm like,
you're like, oh shit.
I was like, fuck. I was too busy doing the podcast. I didn't study. And I'm like, no,
I get my test back.
I'm like, I don't have COVID. And they're like, okay, you can play. And I'm like, what did I get for a grade? And they're like, what? And I was like, on my test. And like, no, you're negative. And I was like, oh, I failed. They're like, no, it's good. Go play.
Stormed out.
Yeah, they're like,
no, you need that as proof of test.
Proof of test. That's usually how. Yeah, not just proof of test.
Yeah, not whether you passed or failed. Just prove that you did.
Just proof. As long as you took it. As long as you're making the effort.
Yeah, like when you send like little kids to school, and it's like you got to make sure you have all their vaccines. Like, do you have proof of test? And the parents like, proof of test right here. And it's like they have all these diseases, but they're like, you got proof of the test, so you're good.
We'll keep them
separate a little bit.
Form of the mumps.
Oh man, like that little kid's filled with mumps.
Poor kid. So we do this show live on Twitch every week. Usually 8:30. Sometimes Wes likes to make up his own time. He starts.
You know what? The worst part of this is that this never ends for me. So it's not like, like I get a week off of work every 6 months because they shut down, and like sometimes we have time off of school. This shit never ends. So this is just like the gift that keeps on. It's like, oh, my week off's coming. I can nope. Every fucking Sunday night, I'm like, looks like I'm not watching this. Game sevens. We missed game sevens. We missed NBA titles. We missed so many things. So, you listeners better love this shit. I swear to God.
My kids in weeks. We've all been in a bubble.
That's right. I make you guys quarantine for our video podcast.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I actually have my proof of test here somewhere for you. Let me just want to make sure that you know that I tested.
You did it. Do it.
So we also throw this show up on YouTube. I suggest tuning in there because of, I honestly, I want to make a highlight reel of just mostly Aaron does a lot of fun stuff while I'm reading the intro to distract me. Yeah, Aaron does a lot while I'm reading, or just facial reactions. He's a good hype man. So just watch like the first 30 seconds of our show, shut it off. I'm sure that'll help the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, something like that.
So speaking of subs, has anyone come up with a way to increase our YouTube subscriptions? Go.
And I'm sober this time, so no.
I actually have a sub thing that I was working on. So one of the things that I thought would be great, and kind of piggybacking off of your idea, Brian, of sort of jumping on people's phones and subscribing them, I decided to create a computer virus that I would send around in like phishing emails and like junk emails to people. And when they click like certain links, they would automatically subscribe to our channel and click the bell and, like and comment on videos.
I love it.
Unfortunately, I noticed that it actually had the opposite effect, and last week's video was the lowest view video that we've had.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
So unfortunately, it actually had the opposite effect.
Is that Daryl output though? That might be a Daryl thing.
It's Daryl, maybe the title of the episode, the STD of the internet. I forgot to say, welcome to the STD of the internet, Cannonballs podcast.
So yeah, I have to apologize that my virus might have affected, whether it's the algorithm or just people's subscriptions or it popping up on their feed. So I need to reassess. But that was my effort for this week.
I like it.
For some reason, people weren't tempted to click on the STD of the internet.
No.
I know.
Good try.
That's what my
said. I went down to the boat launch. Have you guys gone to the boat launches recently?
Like a submarine?
Like any boat launch? You said the boat launch. There's
Well,
one spot in the world all boats have to launch from.
Yeah, so fuck you, Aaron. First off, because absolutely, there's gonna be a big build up to this. So I went down to the boat launch. I'm gonna do it anyway. I went down to the boat launch, and I was like, people that are on long boat trips don't have a lot of stuff to do. They're just like, hoisting the mast, and I was like, that's it. That's all they do. And I was like,
well, we're sailing now. I'm gonna go have a beer.
So I was like, I'll have all these boat people subscribe. That way we get more submarines.
Fuck you, Wes.
And that was gonna be it. Aaron immediately took it from me. So
Marty, I gave you a couple of weeks off, not these guys. But what are you thinking for getting our YouTube subs up?
I mean, we were talking a little bit yesterday. I mean, we should just throw like a banger or something, like Project X. And the only way, because think about it, how many times have Brian, me and you been like the company of other people, and you know what? We're just not gonna let them leave us. Like we're not gonna leave them alone until they subscribe.
Oh yeah, we don't let them leave the conversation.
Like shout out to my boy Jesse. I told him I'd give him a shout out because we were at axe throwing yesterday, and we were going to let him leave axe throwing until he subscribes.
The axe up to his throat, and you were like, son of a bitch.
That's Marty's idea. Threaten people with axes.
Yeah, guys, what the fuck? You better subscribe. And they're like, oh, all right, dude.
You've got to do it at axe throwing so you look threatening, like just fucking slamming it into a wall. Like, be accurate.
And chucking an axe at it. Yeah, I like it.
And you just stare at him the whole time, one hand on the axe. You're like, so you're gonna subscribe and just bullseye. Goes right through the target.
A forceful thing, just.
Yeah, hey, you gotta.
We can't be nice. We can't be the nice guys because nice guys finish last.
You know the really Star Wars comedy podcast game. It's a cutthroat world. Let me tell you.
It's a blurred world.
Blurg, eat blurg.
Oh, that was fucking.
Let's fucking like that shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you know what? I'm just gonna head out. Marty can take my spot, man. I got
Blurg, eat blurg.
I was telling Brian before, I'm like, I can't just freeball this. Like, I have to watch the episodes. I can't pull off this Wes like miraculous shit that you pull off. Like full on submarine. What is up with you? You just pull that stuff out of like thin air. I can't do it.
You stole my joke.
fucking Aaron. I was like,
is that what it is? Aaron's just DMing you the jokes?
Yeah, I'm feeding Wes jokes.
well, actually, you know, in the old days, I used to. Aaron would sit behind me in Calc 2. Was it Calc 2?
I sat.
You guys weren't in Calc 2 in high school.
Back corner.
Yeah, we were in Calc 5. Yeah, we guys sat in the back.
You guys were the
You
dumb
sat
kids.
in front of me?
No, I sat behind you because I would talk to you, and then you would say shit in front of me.
It's still like Aaron would like whisper jokes to me about what's going on. I'd be like, "Hey, everybody," and I just take credit for Aaron's jokes all the time. I've been piggybacking.
So funny.
Yeah, I've been piggybacking off of Aaron's jokes for years now. So I was like, why stop? You know.
We were way in the back of Cesar's class, and I was right behind Wes. Like, we were the back two seats, like way in the left. And we would like whisper jokes back and forth, and Wes would randomly blurt out jokes that like I would say. People would be like, "Oh my god, Wes is so funny," and I'd be like, "Fuck."
I was like, "Thank you, everyone, thank you." And Aaron's looking at me like,
"Yeah,
damn it."
He wins. Wes,
well,
did you
actually-
win class clown?
"You know I did."
He might have. That one class put him over. Everybody's like, "God, he's so funny."
You know I did.
Speaking of stealing jokes, so today my burner account, and Brian, you're probably aware of this because I told your girlfriend Matt.
Oh,
Matt
she
as
announced
hell.
that she was going to do it.
Yeah. So my burner, I thought of something this morning. I was like, would you date someone with the same name as your parents? And I tweeted on my burner, which has 7 followers, like, you know, just trying to get it out there. And all of a sudden I look
Follow
on
Marty's
Brian's
burner.
girlfriend's Twitter, and she has the same poll up. Like, would you date someone? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, she just took my fucking joke. And thinking the same options. It's yes, no, if she's hot enough. Like, those are the 3 options. So basically, 1, I guess the point of this was to call out Brian's girlfriend for that. And 2 was, what's the answer? Would you date someone who has the same name as your parents? Yes, no,
Would you guys,
if she's
do
hot
it?
enough.
I'm curious what you'd say. Would you
Probably
date
not.
someone named Mr. Laramie, Aaron?
Probably not.
Oh, I
I don't know
absolutely
if I
could
can
not
get
do
over
it.
Yeah.
No, you guys couldn't do it.
Nope.
I could.
Well, as you
Wes,
know,
your mom's name is Steph. So
I was gonna say, as you know, my mother's name is Stephanie. So I love you.
This is where you say if she's hot enough, so that way you get the brownie points.
yeah, you're good.
Steph's not listening to this podcast, so she has no idea what the fuck's going on.
Oh, that's okay.
Not a chance.
She's shaking her head violently, like I would never listen to that garbage. So
Yeah.
I'm busy. Yeah, okay.
she's busy not
She's
listening.
fired again.
Me too. Yeah, so I think the answer is yes on my account.
That's safe.
Yeah, okay.
That's safe.
He's just like, no.
It's not as bad as you would think. It's a little
Speaking from experience.
Oh, man. She doesn't watch this show.
yeah, it's you make it work.
Yeah, and in typical Daryl fashion, I asked him the question, and he answers, and then he goes, "But what?" And I say no, and he's like, "But what if it was to end racism?" Yes, Daryl, I would date someone named Linda to end racism. Thank you.
But only for you, right?
Only for you.
Hubert.
Did we talk about this live yet?
Hubert, Schubert, Dubois. Only for Hubert.
Halloween.
Why you?
Why you? Oh man, I can't wait to make that film, man. Why you's gonna be a fucking box office sensation. Yeah, it's gonna be Hugh, Adam Sandler, and Drew Barrymore. That's gonna be the
I'm
cast.
writing it. It's my magnum opus.
Why you? Oh shit. No, I don't know if we've brought up the whole Daryl only wants to end racism for Hugh thing in the podcast, but I think that's one of my favorite Daryl things.
Yeah, we. He only wants to end racism for Hugh. He would only suck a dick to end racism specifically for Hugh.
So he only wants to end racism for Hugh. Then
I think that's basically the gist of it.
Yeah, you know, like it's hand over fist at that point.
You guys want to talk about the Mandalorian?
Not really.
Speaking of ending racism, let's talk about the Mandalorian and Gus Fring.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think I ever want to talk about the Mandalorian. I don't think I ever want to talk about any of the Star Wars stuff. There's a few times. Most of the time, I'm just like, let's just talk gibberish all night. But you know what? You're the host because you keep us on track. So
that's right.
Let's do it, buddy.
Well, our boy Grief Cargo, I found out is his name. I learned everyone's name in this episode.
He's so bummed because he's just griefing all the time. You know?
Grief Cargo.
Is that really the joke?
With that cargo.
But he's back to Carl Weathers.
That's cargo.
Oh, top 5 cargos. Carlos Gonzalez from baseball.
Yeah.
From baseball.
From what some of you may refer to as baseball.
You know, the guy who plays the baseball. Cargo.
Others, baseball.
Dude, cargo fast. That's a good one.
Dude, I was gonna say when I get my car fixed, my car go. So yeah, you're all over it tonight, Aaron. You're like a step ahead of me, just like always. It's just you're telling people, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm saying it at an appropriate volume.
Escargo.
Yeah,
Marty already said that one.
Oh, did he? I'm just not paying attention.
That's why we started this whole.
That's why we started it, bro.
I'm like
He goes,
reading ahead on my
escargot.
notes. I'm like, they could handle this one.
That's funny.
Brian's like cargo fast. I'm like, yeah, dude.
I'm like,
I did not
do that
Mandalorian
already.
has gun. Got it.
Shoots out the bad guys.
Baby Yoda looks cute. All right, I'm ready.
Wrinkly
Back to
forehead.
this conversation.
Holy shit, man, that's funny.
Cargo's a tough one, actually. Cargo pants, probably.
Oh, there you go. Cargo
Man,
pants. I think that's 5. I think we got it.
Yeah, except one, but other than the other one,
Escargo.
We got cargo pants.
cargo fast.
Cargo. Hey, cargo.
Cargo.
Oh, there you go.
So, Grief Cargo.
Oh, and green cargo. Cool. That's
He,
the other one.
He's alive, and he's like, I bet you're surprised I'm alive. I guess we're even now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay.
That's what,
I'm not sure if that like panned out. I'm like, is that you're just even now? Like, didn't you guys try to murder him? And then he's like, I forgive you.
because I'm alive.
Yeah, like, what?
If you would have killed me, you would have owed me one. But now we're good. I mean, like, well, how does that work?
Yeah.
Well, this isn't his first questionable thing he does. We'll get there. But he's like, hey, this Imperial officer, this imp.
I like that he goes. He goes from sounding like Carl Weathers to sounding like. So he's like, I bet you're surprised to see me, but hey, so this Imperial guy. I'm like, wow, his voice really changed after that.
Do you want me to try to just do I could do the rest of the podcast in a Carl Weathers voice.
I kind of like it where you do
Brian,
the second Carl Weathers voice.
15 minutes into it, I have a weird. I don't know. I feel like
I love how they call them imps. Like, it makes me think of like Game of Thrones and Tyrion Lannister.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're gonna get to the town, and it's just a bunch of Tyrion Lannisters just sitting there.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm really drunk, and then I'm really unimportant, and then the
Uncle,
series
more wine.
sucks. And I'm like, oh no, what happened? Who wrote this? Who wrote this sludge?
it's a hot take.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
Pedro Pascal's in it. Maybe he could fight on Tyrion's
Oh,
behalf.
that's true.
That is true.
He did fight on Tyrion's behalf for the imps, baby.
That's right.
You raped her. You killed her.
I want to hear
murdered
you
her
say
children.
You murdered your children.
I want to hear you say it. Anyway, so he's like, "Hey, you come here, take care of this imp. We'll clear that bounty on your head. I'll square." And he's like, didn't you just say we're even?"
Yeah, we'll be even again.
We'll be double
and then
even.
We'll be even. Yeah. We'll be double even Stevens, if you will. And he's like, "What?"
It's like we'll be perfect level. He's like, oh.
He goes, "Ooh."
Dude, perfect level. You feel so good.
So what took us, over the course of who knows how many weeks or months, flying all over the galaxy. He flies back to find Cara Dune. He flies back to talk to Kuil. Cara Dune.
Kuil Mac.
He's getting on with another horny guy.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, they have like the little belt thing that Spyro wears in that one video game that didn't do that well. Do you know what that game is? That's the only game that I actually got real money back from when I traded it in. I got like $15 for that. The guy was like, "This game is hard to find," and I was like, "They only made like 4 of them because they're shit, huh?"
Yeah.
And he's like, and I was like, "Oh, can I have money?" And he's like, "I'll give you 8 nickels for everything else and your game system, but for this game, $15. And I was like, "Oh!"
He's like, "This game, $15. Everything total, $15.75."
Yeah, I'm like, "No, I'm giving you like a PS3 though," and he's like, "Yeah, but it's
okay,
old."
You ever try to sell like last year's edition of a sports game or something, and they're like,
"That's my favorite."
All right, you have to pay me to take this off your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, "Does it have?" It's like when your car is total, and they only will take it if it has something good. They're like, "Oh, you got new tires, so we'll take it for the tires, and we'll just get rid of it for you." It's the same thing.
We'll take it off. Your hands.
NCAA 14. NCAA 14 will go for like a good amount on eBay.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's the latest NCAA football game.
RIP.
Dude, it was so much better than Madden.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All the modern sports games like 2K and any of the other than maybe FIFA sometimes, and the show is pretty good, but a lot of modern sports games like 2K and Madden and stuff are just garbage. They're very predatory.
Hear me out.
That's
they
horrible.
should remake the Bigs. The Bigs 3. When are we getting it?
The Bigs is good.
I was looking for the Bigs. I wanted to see if I could get it, because you do the thing that lets you play games.
PS
And
now.
I wanted to. Yep, that's it. If I can see, Aaron knows what I'm talking about.
Dude, me and
The
Wes
thing that lets you play games.
Yeah, and Aaron got it immediately.
Like,
So
I know what you're talking about.
That's an Aaron Buck.
I'm
like-
smelling what you're. That should be an Aaron Buck.
Yeah, honestly, if I said do the thing that lets you play games, and Aaron's like, "Oh, you mean PS Now?" and I'm like, "That's exactly it." So I bought it, and I was like, "Oh, the Bigs will be on this," and then it wasn't, and I was like,
yeah.
"But why though?"
The catalog of games that they tell you that they have.
There was so many, and you guys know I can't read, so
That is true. This is the
Westlake-
Floyd Mayweather of our podcast.
Wes buys Fritos and he's like, "Why are there no Cheetos in this bag?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought this was potato chips.
Oh
Pretzel.
man.
These
So,
are pretzels.
honestly, the Bigs 3 would complete Brian's Year of Dreams. So we got a Pokemon Snap remake.
I am so excited to hear about Brian's Year of Dreams.
Yeah.
It's like it's Field of Dreams just for Brian. Brian's
It's only
Year of
video
Dreams.
game related too.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Is it like Charlie's Drum book where you've got a book next to your bed that you've just written some symbols and drawings in that you're looking forward to this year?
It's just like a poorly drawn baseball guy with a bat.
Yeah. You got a big bat because it's the Bigs.
My
I
favorite
remember the
game.
Bigs too. The Bigs too with Kosuke Fukudome. Remember that? I don't know
Yeah,
if Wes
Bigs
you remember
sick.
that one. I just
Wes, you
the
remember
Bigs too, and
Kosuke
just
Fukudome?
Yeah, from the Bigs too.
Yeah. That's how long ago it was. That was like 10 years ago.
Wasn't the Chicken Brothers one of the teams you played for in Mexico in the Bigs too?
Los Pollos Hermanos. Wes played for them.
Yeah, Wes,
I actually
you
did.
play for Los Pollos Hermanos.
Yeah, I tore up my knee playing short.
So Brian's Year of
That's it.
Dreams.
Oh God.
They're remaking Skate 4. We got the
No.
Pokemon Snap 2.
What do we do? What do we do?
We videotape this.
We don't have a leader. What do we do?
I have no power.
Wait, am I not in?
It's
All right, who's-
Skate 4 is also in the Year of Dreams.
Yeah, isn't that the first one in the Year of Dreams though?
Was it? Sure, Skate 4. The remake of Pokemon Snap. We'll call it Snap 2.
Electric
Snap.
Boogaloo.
Yeah. Because Xbox bought Bethesda, there's a chance that there's a New Vegas remake.
Rayman.
We don't cut out again. Cut out again. We'll try that again.
All right, this has been Cannonballs. Who's got to sign off?
And as always on Cannonballs, what we say.
We
Look
got
at
a
Brian.
remake.
Oh,
I think that's the Year of Dreams.
Skate. Yeah, Skate's pretty cool. Pokemon Snap is obviously cool. I
don't play it all. So wow.
A Rain Man remake?
Rain
No, Rain Man remake. Who are we casting?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Can we do Jorseph Gordon Levitt to reprise shit?
Batman.
Are you thinking of
who's
Tom-
the Rain Man?
Paul F. Tompkins.
Yeah.
is it?
It's Mr. Peanut Butter.
I'm ready for the Aaron Buck.
It's
We can do it. It's Sean Penn.
No,
it's not. It's Dustin Hoffman. That's I Am Sam.
Yes,
Is Sean Penn.
Hoffman.
They're the same guy. Sean Penn and
They're
Dustin
not.
Hoffman are the same guy. Everybody thinks
They're
they're
not.
different
Dustin
people.
Hoffman dresses like a woman in Tootsie.
That's right.
No, that's Sean Penn.
Yes, exactly. That's what I said.
That's Henry
Oh,
Winkler.
perfect.
I Am Sam.
It's Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
Ooh, can we do
No,
Henry
that's-
Winkler as the Tom Cruise role?
Can we do Henry Winkler as Sean Hoffman?
Only
I
if we
was
can get
thinking-
my boy JGL in there somehow.
So Jorseph Gordon Levitt could
Jorseph?
Jorseph.
Top five Jorseths.
Jorseph Bella.
It's Jorseph.
Jorseph Jesus' dad.
Oh, man.
Jesus, Mary, and Jorseph.
It's very.
I hope I remember that so I can use that for the rest of my life. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus, Mary, and Jorseph. Can't you guys just get something right? Be like, what? Jesus, Mary, and Jorseph.
I like it. Oh, shit.
That's real good. That's real good. Real good, fella.
That's funny.
So Cara Dune changes her mind really quick. She's like, I'm happy here. I am fulfilled. Nothing can change my mind to leave this planet. And yeah.
I think that if someone's gonna take Dustin Hoffman's role in our new
It should be Cara
What do you
Dune.
got, buddy?
I'm thinking Peter Dinklage.
Okay.
We gotta go
got
cheer.
Peter
Is
Dinklage
he-
and Joseph
so-
Gordon-Levitt.
So is Peter
No,
Dinklage
no.
like his size, or is he like the size that he is in the Avengers, where he's a giant?
No, they do like when they do with Lord of the Rings, where they use crazy camera shots to make him seem just as tall.
Yeah. Okay.
The fucking ground, and you're like, wow, Peter Dinklage looks 4
They're
feet
shooting him
three.
from
They're like,
below.
and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like 15 feet away from Peter
Yeah.
Dinklage.
They only shoot from the side, so it looks like he's just as tall. And he's also playing a ton of craps and whatever. I don't know what that movie's about.
You
Jesus,
don't know what
Mary,
Rain
and
Man's
George.
about?
No, I'm joking.
He can predict the weather.
Yeah. It's about a man. Yeah, his burden is that he's such an accurate weatherman that people hate him for it.
He can predict the weather, but only bad things, never good things.
Yeah, exactly. He's always right
He's
about
like-
the bad.
It's probably going to be sunny tomorrow, but I don't know.
There might be some rain, and then there's going to be some fucking rain.
That's why they call him the Rain Man.
Yeah.
Yep, starring Jorseph Gordon Levitt. Rain Man 2, Where'd the Sun Go? Rain Man 2, Storm Season. Rain Man 2, I'm just trying them out. I don't have anything else, that's it.
Is that the tagline? I'm
Yeah.
just trying them out. I don't have anything else. So yeah, Jorseph Gordon Levitt was helping out Mando.
Yep, Jorseph Gordon Levitt was there, and he actually showed up to change Cara Dune's mind. She was like,
Oh,
is that
that was a
Jorseph
surprising
Gordon Levitt?
Is that you, Jorseph? And he said, yeah, it's me. It's going to rain here soon. You don't want to be around when it rains.
I'm in.
call me Jorseph.
And then Sean Penn showed up and said, it's me, Sam.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then they're like, oh, okay. We should leave this place.
So
They got out.
I think what's funny is we spend a few weeks like traveling between all these planets, and then like he just immediately, it's like an hour trip. He's like, oh, I should go pick up all my buddies I've met along the way.
Yeah, he just zips around.
Well, I found that funny. It was like, so what happened was like Baby Yoda like was playing with the ship, and it was like moving around there, and they were like
The
almost
one that
crashed.
drove them there.
Yeah. They're like, you know what? We need a babysitter. You know what we're gonna call? Quill.
That's right.
Yeah.
What? Because you only have like 2 friends in the galaxy. You're like, yo,
Yeah.
Quill. That's
He's like,
who
I'm
he is,
not going to
babysitter.
call the Jawas.
He's like, should I call Carl Weathers? Oh wait.
Jawas are just stripping for parts.
Who are you going to call?
I wonder what Bill Burr's up to. He's got an extra hand.
Yeah, where's Clancy Brown?
Bill Burr is trying to fight off the people from Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, the Bill Burr Sam Adams beer shit was funny. Anyway,
I love that. That was good. That was good.
Can I talk about how I actually liked the little like boxing scene kind of before with the belts that were like pulling them together? Like I think it'd be sick if UFC had something like that where like they kind of like, sort of run away and they're always being just pulled towards each other as they're fighting. Like,
You guys see that little that dude kicked the other dude's face off?
was it an Irish dude who got kicked? I saw something on Reddit.
No, it was some dude. It was a UFC thing, and he like caught his foot and he spun around and kicked him in the face and knocked him out.
I did see that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was nasty.
That was nasty.
I would've-
Absolutely knocked him out.
Yeah, like straight KO. I would ask Ernie Hudson to babysit.
Stanley Hudson.
Ernie Hudson, but Stanley Hudson works too. Top 5 Hudsons. Top 5 Hudsons.
The River.
Hudson River.
Orlando Hudson.
I think
Tim
Stanley
Hudson.
Jabba the
Tim
Hudson.
Hudson. Jabba the Hudson.
Yeah,
Dude, Jabba the Hudson's solid.
I like that one.
I think Jabba the Hudson's number 1.
I think Jabba the Hudson is also number 1.
I don't know.
So-
Schmitty Warby Jaegerman Jansen was number 1. Wes.
It was its at.
He was
He
number
was
1.
number 1.
So Kuil reprograms that
Punchballs.
IG-11 unit to serve tea or something.
Eat rocks, or I don't know what it does. It's like, I am a babysitter.
Yeah,
I'm
they went 20 minutes on that robot being like learning.
Yeah,
how to
like
do everything.
learning shit.
Yeah.
Watching that scene totally, despite how unnecessarily long it probably was, like that definitely made me want to like. I'm like, I want a robot. Like I want to be a robot to like do stuff. He's like
Nobody
teaching him to
makes
walk and like do whatever. I'm like, damn, I want to have a robot.
Like
Yeah, it was like it was robot montage. Like he gets an injury and he's like,
It was, dude. Yeah.
he's like at the crutches and he's like, you may never walk again. I have spoken. And he's like, I will walk.
Need a montage.
Yeah, I know you montage the truth, man.
So during
Any
the whole
montage?
thing, I was just thinking about Mando and Cara Dune like in the room while Kuil's
Just, like,
speaking non-stop for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. He's like, and then he almost could grab it, but then he couldn't quite.
That's actually, that's a great point because they can't see the flashback. So he's like, "Give me 5 minutes." And I said, drop the box. And he crushed this rat thing.
Yeah.
And I said, no. And then
A few minutes later, I did, yeah.
later on, he was saying, I said, all right, put the box down. They're like, holy fuck. And then he said, and he scooted the rat thing away and dropped the box. And I said, yes. And they're like, you're fucking killing me, bro.
Yeah, I definitely like that montage shit. That was funny. For sure.
I feel like Star Wars can't decide what robots are. Like, are they sentient? Are they just
robot learn in that fashion? Like, why would it make sense, like technologically, to build a robot that learns through like a human, like through long-term repetition? Like,
he said, I just gave him patience and affirmation, and now he doesn't want to kill anyone.
That's so stupid. Yeah, a robot, like the reason that robots are dangerous and like AI and like all those things are like, people talk about those things as being like crazy events, like once AI gets really advanced, is because it can learn shit so quickly and can adapt to situations. So it makes no sense for a robot.
A slave.
So yeah. Hear me out. Maybe I was really baked when I watched this, but I was thinking that they were making these droids like analogies for like a baby, because the whole thing of like human nature. What is human nature? Like, are people born evil? And because Quill was like, oh, these droids are neutral. It's the programmer who makes them evil or who makes them nice.
Marty's like,
fuck.
Marty's like, whoa! Oh my god! This is what life is. Are we all bad?
What a statement on the human condition.
So Marty, you are officially taking the stance of nurture versus nature, and
I think that's what that 20-minute scene was about.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Marty's high as shit. And he's like, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, a giant gay, and was like, that checks all the boxes. I like it.
Oh man, I would like that if that's how real robots work. Like, I want to be like, I'm trying to make toast, but I got to really teach my toaster how to make toast.
It's like, have a montage with the toaster.
Yeah, I put the bread in, and it just like shoots the bread out and breaks a window, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I gotta just teach everything automated how to do things. I think that'd be awesome. The fridge is like warm as shit, and I'm like, why? And it's like, I don't know. And I'm like, stay cold. And then the whole thing freezes, and it's like, I am cold. And I'm like, no, too cold, buddy. Oh,
not a freezer.
Patience and affirmation. That's how you program.
Like rubbing the fridge like it's okay. Everybody's like, that dude's a freak. Yeah, that's how
you're like mashing a bunch of fruit together. Like, look.
Yeah, the blender. Just doing a blender. I'm just like, oh no, you're just biting a bunch of shit like this. Yeah. The blender's like, what? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, faster.
Blend it.
Yeah.
So they get Kuil and IG-11 on the team because Kuil doesn't want Baby Yoda to be a slave to the imps like he was.
Yep.
They're on the ship, and Mando's arm wrestling Kara for some strange reason.
They're just what else gonna do? You don't just randomly arm wrestle your bros.
Not usually.
They just spent 3 hours listening to Kuil's story about how he trained a robot. They were like, there's something else.
I got some pent-up anger.
I'm like, fuck, I'm so fucking bored.
Yeah.
So
let's we pass out. Like,
yep, Baby Yoda sees Kara choking his dad. Or no, arm wrestling, and he chokes.
I was like, did you watch the unrated version? I was like, I'm not sure what.
Are you already trying to get our ads ready for Pornhub or something?
Then Yoda chokes her out, and everybody's having a good time. And I'm like,
then they choke each other.
I'm like, okay.
So Yoda just gets in on this action, right?
Like, he's not so much of a baby anymore. I'm like,
the boy watch.
Let the boy watch. Doing a bit. I said, no. let the boy watch. You know, Dean loved that shit. Dean would fucking use that shit all the time, man.
Dean had to watch once.
Yeah.
There's a lot more.
So they get to the planet. They meet Grief Cargo.
Sorry.
They meet Grief Cargo. Do you have something, Wes?
Dean had to watch once line, really. really got me, bro.
It hit kind of late.
I kept thinking about it, you know. They get to the planet and they got the cargo or whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
they got a bunch of stat cargo. It's fine.
Grief's not happy that Mando brought his own people, but they're like, oh well, let's gather around the campfire and sing this campfire song.
He's like, I brought people. He's like, even though I brought my own people. He's like,
but now we're even.
Again.
So they get attacked by pterodactyls.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. They're just like, I think things are gonna work out for the best.
So, Marty, what are they called?
And I was like,
I call them space pterodactyls.
Oh, because they're in space.
So have you guys ever seen the Vin Diesel movie Pitch Black? It was a movie that he made.
You're thinking of Riddick.
Well, yeah, but in Pitch Black,
Which one?
Riddick is the sequel. Yeah, Riddick. So it's literally like it's Vin Diesel and he's like a prisoner or something and can see in the dark. And so there's this like space transport that's transporting him, and they crash on a planet, and it's like like 22 hours a day is dark. And so he can see in the dark, and they're just getting like attacked by all these random giant like pterodactyl things in the darkness. And that's literally exactly what was happening in this episode. There's pterodactyls suddenly coming out of the dark.
I love that idea for a film though, because it's like, all right, what power does he have? And it's like, night vision. Night vision, sure, but it's like, he can wear more clothes than anybody else. Like he can fit into the most jackets. And like, how do we make that into a badass action film? They're like, he's gonna go to a planet where people just keep putting clothes on you. The only one, like, he's only
strong enough to wear
he can wear them all, and all the people that are following him, they suffocate. And they're like, dude, let's make that film.
The weight of the jackets.
Like, we should make that movie right now. And then they do, and then you're like, I've never seen it. Unless you're Aaron. Aaron would watch that movie.
I would watch that movie. Carrying all those jackets.
You know who would star in that movie?
Vin Diesel.
Jorseph Gordon Levitt.
Vin Diesel, you got to deliver this fucking letter. I have this goddamn note.
Oh, are you going Premium Rush?
Take my note.
Premium Rush, great movie.
Oh, it's a fantastic film.
I thought you were going Saving Private Ryan.
General Zod is the crooked cop.
That's where I was going. They're talking about Premium Rush.
Where he's on the bike.
Oh yeah, so Jorseph Gordon Levitt's this bike messenger in New York City.
You pronounced his name wrong, Brian. It's Jorseph Gordon Levitt.
Jorseph Gordon Levitt's a bike messenger in New York City, and like he just I don't even know what he's supposed to.
Yeah, I think it's a message from like I don't know.
Wes Isaac from Cannonballs.com.
Oh, he said he's a bike messenger. Is the same bike messenger that
Tobey Maguire now?
And that's where he gets the big gun from.
He's got all those pizzas. He's just swinging through the city. He's got to deliver them.
Did you guys like that one? Because that's like a super unlike. He's like bike messenger.
I was really hoping.
I said, "Ow!"
And then he drinks blood from the ceiling, and
he's like, and he's bleeding.
Norman Osborn just like licks it. He's like,
spiders.
He's like, I know this person.
That tastes like spiders. So Jorseph Gordon Levitt knocks over Peter Parker.
Yep.
And then what does he do?
And then General Zod.
Yeah, General Zod. Aaron, do you want to give the plot?
Never mind.
So General Zod is this crooked cop with a gambling addiction, and
I've been there.
there's like this note he's supposed to deliver for this like underground Chinese gambling ring. And so he's just getting chased by General Zod throughout New York City, and he's like on a bicycle. Now his whole thing
blowing
is
up buildings behind him.
his
As
whole
he's racing
thing
through the street on a bike.
he doesn't have any gears or brakes on his bike. He's like, brakes just make you hesitate. They're bad. I've seen brakes cause more accidents than they prevent.
That is some hardcore shit right there. Good for Jorseph.
So he
Jorseph, bro.
he like sees this like GPS route like through the street in his mind, and it like shows arrows, and like it'll show you the fucked up route first, so it'll show you him getting fucked up by a car, and he's like, nope, I'll go the other way.
Like genius. This dude's fucking genius.
He's the Rain Man of delivering papers.
What do you think Premium Rush got on Rotten Tomatoes, if you had to guess? What do you think?
I bet it's in the 70s or 80s.
Rush? No, I'm gonna say 34.
84.
Dude, no way it's that low. No way it's that
it
low.
was 74.
That's pretty
It's
good.
wild.
No,
That's
that's a terrible fucking.
Certified
No,
fresh.
you have not sold me with this film where Jorseph Gordon Levitt can fucking pre-plan GPS route.
Daryl's commenting in the chat. Daryl's commenting in the chat that Premium Rush is a top 5 movie. And he's
Daryl, me and Daryl love Premium Rush. No brakes, no gears, no looking back.
Yeah,
no,
that's a great tagline, but that's not a great movie.
No, I like the Saving Private Ryan reference better that Aaron was trying to do. I think that was better.
Thank you.
Sorry, led to less discussion.
Premium Rush, fucking
so speaking
Jorseph.
of Rotten Tomatoes ratings, Master of Disguise 1% on Rotten Tomatoes.
How?
1% correct.
How is that 1%? Master of Disguise
No,
is the
Rotten Tomatoes is a joke. Me and Daryl went through Adam Sandler movies, and they're all under 50%.
You mean Adam Sandler movies aren't received well by critics?
Is it because he talks like this through the whole movie?
Like, I bet Jets might be the only one over 50%. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm confident his movies don't do well critically, but that's not the point. Like,
no, there's some that are garbage.
It's not for critics. It's for people like Wes who like to see if they're turtling up for the Turtle Club.
People like Wes.
So, real quick thing. There's this guy that I work with, and his name is Chris. And when we wear our full gown, we kind of look similar because we like have the same like body type and the same eyes and shit. So when I first started, people were like, "Hey, Chris." I was like, "No, I'm not Chris." So now they ask for me, and they're like, "Hey, Chris." I go, and I say nothing, and I just walk away and never come back to them. So anyway, because like we're both white people, I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna start saying." I'm Wes. That's incredibly racist. Do you think we all look alike? So I've decided to start doing that. So that's just my quick segue into people like Wes.
I saw your reaction. I had a feeling that might be where you were going.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. But enough about my job. Let's talk more about Vin Diesel and Jorseph Gordon Levitt in Star Wars.
Carl, honestly, why hasn't Vin Diesel been in any Star Wars content yet?
Wait till this next season comes out, bro.
Oh yeah,
he voices the tree in Star Wars, right?
That was solid. That was solid. Let's end it there.
And as we always say on Cannonballs,
I am Groot.
Nailed it.
So Carl Weathers gets horribly maimed by this pterodactyl.
Not that bad. It wasn't that bad. He gets like a little scratch on
it. He's like, poisonous. There's poison.
But for some reason,
or is it venomous? It's venomous.
Doesn't matter. For some reason, the space pterodactyls have venom talons? Because they're already space pterodactyls, so you don't need venom talons. Like,
you don't know what they've been through.
Dude, I've seen the animals on that planet. They're like big, slow, fat pieces of meat.
It could take down a big blurg.
Dude, it should be able to take down a blurg. It flies. Anything that flies has an advantage.
Yeah. Honestly, blurgs are kind of weak as shit.
Yeah, they were slow.
They suck.
So Yoda heals him. Have we ever seen a Jedi heal?
Yeah. In
I've heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, but
Wow, that was you really reached back for that one. Good. Wow, Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Hey, Wes, reaching back.
But yeah, so Yoda both chokes out someone and heals someone, so you kind of see.
That was one of the best Star Wars lines I've ever heard, because Baby Yoda goes up to Carl Weathers, and Carl Weathers goes, "He's trying to eat me."
Yeah, my note is Yoda tries to eat him.
I was like, bro.
Dude, Star Wars,
what?
like, so
I was like, where did you guys find this dude? Because what?
Yeah,
he's like,
can we say Carl Weathers is bad in this? Just overall.
Yeah, I mean, he's entertaining.
Played by 50 other people.
It may be weird direction he was given, but not great.
They said, have you ever seen any movies where actors are really good? And he was like, oh yeah, and he goes, act completely the opposite of that.
Yeah, it's like I've seen Master of Disguise.
So like Dana Carvey in Master of Disguise, and he goes, absolutely, you're gonna be turtly enough for the Turtle Club by the end of the series. And he's like,
Turtle Club at least once.
And I was like, nice, he is turtly enough. Dude, even in the scene where he's like, Mando, you did it. Everybody here hates you, but I love you. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, bro, chill. I'm like, bring the level down. There's no reason to be doing this.
Dude, he's still cashing his checks from the Rocky movies.
So
of course
he's mailing it in right now.
My favorite part is, so he's healed now, right? And so in his mind, he's like, oh, you know what? I should save Baby Yoda. So they go through a whole night. They walk to the rendezvous point, and then he caps what?
To make them even. He's all about being even. He's like, you saved me. Now, only even better if he was like at the end, he goes, see, Baby Yoda? And he calls him Baby Yoda, even though it's completely wrong. Like he's watching the program. He's not really part of it. That's right, Baby Yoda. Like, and some guy's like, that's not Baby Yoda. He goes, nah, that's fine, Baby Yoda. We're even now. Even Stevens. I would be like, yes, this is great.
Like Shia LaBeouf.
So instead of telling his guards, hey, boys, we're going to have a change of plans. We're not going to kidnap Baby Yoda. He just shoots them.
He's like, murder. I was like, murder?
He's like, they were going to kill you because I told them to.
Yeah.
But now I told them. I told them that they can suck an egg, and I was like, "Why?" I was like, just call it off. Just call it off. Be like, "Hey guys, this is what we're doing instead." No, he's like, explaining the plan would take too long. Baby Yoda, we're even now. Even Stevens. I was like, why?
You saved me. I killed two of my close friends.
Yeah. Well, I have less friends now, and now you will be one of them because we're even Steven. Me, Mando, it's me, you, and Baby Yoda, the best of friends.
Everybody hates us, Mando.
We're the best. Everyone hates us. The little green naive people. I'm Carl Weathers, and you once lost the fight to the mountain. Nobody likes us, but I like us. We're the best. Mando. Like, what are we watching?
Yeah. They're like walking away into the sunset, and he's like, "We're the three best friends that could happen." Seeing the
Carl Weathers was phenomenal. Holy shit!
That was good. Wes and I are competing again. We're not gonna beat Bill Burr for the impression of the year, but we're gonna get.
I hope we come. Honestly, if we can get Bill Burr on the show. That would be
that'd be a big get. I'm sure he watches. Be a big get. Bill Burr, email cannonballspodcast@gmail.com. I'll have my people, Steph, talk to your people.
My mom or my girlfriend?
Wait, which one did I hire?
Excuse me? You can't talk like that about my mom / girlfriend.
Oh man!
I'm gonna kick your ass.
So they get over to Werner Herzog.
Timo.
I'm still hanging out. And he's like, I see you are back.
Can I offer you a libation?
Yeah.
So
I am a German, and I like this streusel. And I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
no, he's wild. He was like, the Empire improves everything, and I'm like, I'm gonna need some stats on this whole improves everything thing because you blew up Alderaan. You can't say you improve everything if you blew up a fucking planet.
I'll say it again. The Empire is not as bad as people make it out to be. It's all propaganda.
The only good Alderaan is a pile of dust Alderaan. You know what I'm saying, boys?
Alderon's more like all the non-existent anymore.
Alder not there anymore because everyone's dead.
More like all the everybody's dead. They're all the dead.
Alder painting my ass on.
More like everyone's all the gone.
There it is.
They're all dead from the plane.
Oh, they're all the gone. All
Your
right.
friends or family are Alder gone.
All the way from Alderaan. I'm trying to read more liquor. 1 second.
So,
Go ahead, continue. I'm fine.
yeah.
I'm fine.
So
I don't have any fewer.
Werner wants to see the childs, but he gets
Give
a
me that
phone
boy.
call,
Yeah, sure, right?
and it's Gus Fring.
Los Pollos Hermanos.
He's like, did you order the cheese?
She's like, you called me.
I'm outside with a 12 piece.
He's like, hey, can you look out the window for me, you piece of shit?
He fucking immediately just gets blasted.
I'd like a Travis Scott meal, please.
Yeah. My DoorDash, it's Gus Fring.
I'm gonna blast you in the mouth.
Yeah. Egg.
Open wide.
Open wide.
So we,
I want to pat these busty broads.
Yeah.
so we meet Moff Gideon, same title as Moff Tarkin. Fun fact.
Top 5 mobs.
Mothman.
Moff Tarkin, Moff Gideon. I think who's the blue guy? Isn't he a Moff? Moff Thrawn?
Brandon
no,
Moff.
he's Admiral.
Yeah, he is
Thrawn.
Admiral.
He's
Yeah,
something
Brandon
like that,
Moff.
General.
Brandon Moff, the
He's not
D8
Moff.
from Pittsburgh.
Randy
Brandon
Moff.
Moff Cook.
Brandon Moff. Brandon Moff.
Get Moff my lawn.
You kids, get off my lawn.
Muffin top.
Blueberry Moff.
Yeah, he has like a blueberry muffin.
You know who loves them? Jorseph Gordon Levitt.
Jorseph loves a good muffin.
He's like, I'm a bike messenger and I could really go for a blueberry muffin.
Yeah.
Like, what are we watching?
He can deliver a muffin pretty fast, man.
He's like, oh, I got your muffin right here with this letter. I didn't take the other route because I thought myself get decapitated.
My name's Jorseph, by the way.
Jorseph.
You can call me Jorseph.
And critics were like 76%.
Yeah.
You get the text like it's Grubhub. It's like, your driver, Jorseph, has arrived with your muffin.
5 stars.
Dude, you gotta give Jorseph 5 stars.
Tell us how your muffin was today.
Yeah. Your
Would
grandma.
you like to give Jorseph a compliment?
Yo, that muffin got here real fast. It was fresh and delicious. Thanks, Jorseph.
Fuck.
So,
Oh, Christ.
Gus Fring lights up the place, kills
Gus.
Gus.
Yeah.
Gus.
Gus quotes Fring.
Also,
And how about you, Gus Butts? That's you, Gus Butts.
random fun fact. So they I learned this from the little Disney thing. When they were shooting that scene, they looked at the amount of stormtroopers they had, and it was like 12, and they were like, that doesn't really look intimidating. So they texted a whole bunch, like this group of super fans who call themselves the 501st, and they just have like costumes. And they figured they were just gonna like stand there and like they didn't think they were in a show. They figured they were just called for some like press event or something. And so it's just a whole bunch of fans dressed as stormtroopers there.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Huh. Just tell them to like and subscribe.
Killed the vibe there.
No, and you know what it is? That's actually like legitimately cool. And we were talking about muffins and Jorseph. So it's like you totally switch gears on us. Like we're like Jorseph, and you're like, so there's really something about Star Wars, and I'm like, that actually is pretty cool. Like if I was in a fan club, I'd like to show up for and be like, hey, you're gonna be
a realistic stormtrooper costume. I'd like to be in a movie.
Yeah, I got like some sports jerseys. They're like, we're gonna make a documentary of the Patriots.
Can you play Tom Brady?
Can you play Tom Brady? I'm like, I got a jersey at home, and they're like, that's not even. Like, that's the iron on it. It's not even a stitch. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you guys. And they're like, all right, Tom. And I'm like, drop it back in the packet.
That's the non-Nike Bob Stores jersey.
They're like, that's not it. They're like, that's the look.
Oh man. So Moff Gideon tells Mando, "Hey, I'm gonna go get that baby you got there." And the episode ends with Kuil's seemingly lifeless body, and Yoda being scooped up by one of them stormtroopers.
Yeah, because Kuil's like, I'm gonna ride this fucked up fat donkey all the way back.
That thing was slow as shit.
I was like, he's been gone for years. Those stormtroopers are like, he's like, Mando, are you on Channel 5? Because that's the same channel the stormtroopers use. And he's like, oh, I am. Or, like, oh, they probably intercepted that shit. And they're like, the smartest stormtroopers ever, because everybody else would be like, I don't know, that they're like, oh, let's go out that way. Yeah. I'm like, how do they know? Like, everyone's just like, I'm listening to my radio at any point, and somebody's like, hey, you guys, yeah. I'd be like, I don't know what they just said. I'm not even gonna worry about it.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it. I was on my break.
I'm like, yeah, that's like too much trouble. No, they're like, there's some like crazy midget dude that's like, I got the thing. What are we doing? And they're like, oh, that must be the child that the guy who runs the chicken shop is looking for. Let's go get him. Let's get him, boys.
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Isn't that the Jason Sudeikis stormtrooper too? The Jason Sudeikis is like, he's like, you know, guys, we actually got him this time. We got him.
Yeah. That's how next episode opens. A little Jason Sudeikis action.
Is that actually Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not really paying attention, I guess.
No. Yeah.
You don't get a ton of lines, but one of the guys on the bikes is, well, the voice is Jason Sudeikis. I doubt he like
Jim on the bike.
They like built an actual
Jason Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis, you're the only man alive.
I was going to say the only person that could drive a bike that fast is Jorseph Gordon Levitt, so it must be him. He's like, I know where the baby is, and he's mapping out the route. And like, the other one, like the pterodactyls come and kill him, and he's like, that's not it. That's wrong.
Jorseph will be arriving soon with your child.
All the fucking routes, like pterodactyls. No, let's go this way. He's like, we're here. And the other guy's like, where are you going? He's like, no brakes, bitch.
Yeah, Mando's looking at a Domino's pizza tracker as he's coming. He's like, oh, he's getting close.
Because Moff Gideon's like, soon I will have the baby, and it's like, yo, you have like an app on your phone. You like just have the Sudeikis tracker.
It's like Jerson Sudeikis is verifying your order. He's like, how long does this take? He's like, Jorseph Gordon Levitt put it in the oven 20 minutes ago. Why is Jorseph taking so long to verify it? I only ordered one child. I didn't even get breadsticks with this. It shouldn't be that hard to verify. Jorseph.
Just a child and a 2 liter of Sprite.
Gets the call. He's like, yeah, we're out of Sprite down here. He's like, God damn it.
Yeah, would you be fine with Fanta? Like, no.
So a lot of the delivery drivers around me like have a huge problem remembering my fucking drink. And every time I forget it, I'm like, my drink, my Diet Dr. Kelp,
my boy.
There was one time.
How am I supposed to eat this? My drink.
there was a Brian W. I ordered like from this bagel place nearby, and I got Brian W.'s order, and he got mine, and I was upset.
Is it W for Wombo?
What did you get instead?
It is Mardi.
I honestly, it was still fine. I still ate it. It was like a prosciutto, egg, and cheese. I was like, I didn't even know they had prosciutto. Thank you, Brian W.
Yeah.
He's like, I got this stupid ass blueberry muffin.
That blueberry muffin.
I'm giving Jorseph 1 star.
Like, I ordered this delicious prosciutto on the bagel with egg and cheese. I got this blueberry muffin instead.
Damn it, Jorseph Gordon Levitt.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jorseph Gordon Levitt.
So the issue was I ordered it with a coffee, and not only did I get Brian W.'s order, Brian W. did not order a coffee.
Oh, I thought he ordered something gross. He was like, yeah, he ordered a cup of toilet water, and you're like, God damn it. Brian W., your taste is so... I can't understand it.
It's called a jus. I like the...
What just happened?
I think we should call it there. I'll be honest. So every week, oh yeah, I got to do the YouTube comments. But while I'm pulling that up, every week we do this live, as I said in the beginning. If you've made it this far, you should watch live for the post show where we bullshit a little more.
Brian.
Let's see what your boy James commented last. Oh Jesus, only 16 views. It was a big drop off.
Daryl.
Let's see. Oh no, James didn't even comment. We lost James as a viewer.
Unsubscribe.
Watch that shitty ass episode. He was
Someone
like,
named Aaron Laramie timestamped something at 50 minutes and 50 seconds.
You actually
Can we
didn't
play it
watch
can you pull it real quick to see what it was?
Can we play it back?
I could play the audio. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Cannonballs. I'm your host, Wes
You guys
Isaac,
can't hear it,
and
sorry.
these are my friends,
Podcast.
Daryl Byron, Aaron Laramie, and Brian. I can't host good Gary.
Okay. So this is when Wes decides he's gonna host.
Oh, yeah, I did timestamp that.
It's like, this is Cannonballs. I'm your host. There's Daryl Byron, Aaron Laramie, and Brian. I can't host good Carrie.
Impression of Brian.
And I'm your host, Brian. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I can't host good. Sometimes I freeze mid-sentence. Carrie.
Sometimes I say escargot.
Twice. Sometimes I make jokes that have already been used. Sometimes I freeze in the middle of talking about Skate 4. And sometimes I can't host good Gary.
Yeah, so like the video on YouTube and comment what your year of Drems would be.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
My drum book and
if anybody that comments has one Drem that is the same as any of ours, I'll send them an autographed Wes Isaac jersey from what are we doing? Cannonball? I almost called it. Hey, you know what? I will. I have
it's a game-worn jersey from his kickball game.
Game-worn Waka shirt. I will autograph that shit and send it to you. If you have the same Drem, absolutely. You can have the same one of the same Drems as somebody that's not yourself.
If it's the same Drem or to any Jorseths out in the audience, Jorseths
anybody that's legitimately named Jorseph and can prove it through a birth certificate or any sort of official document, I will send them. It doesn't matter. You can change your name. I'll send them an autographed. I want them to be named Jorseph, like when they were born. Like their parents.
It's like when Bethesda gave away like a lifetime supply of Bethesda shit to the person who named their kid Dovahkiin. If you name your son Jorseph,
if you have a child named Jorseph, tell them to write in, and I will send an autographed Club Waka Wes Isaac #7 first baseman / charger.
Number 7. I'm a number 7.
Ooh,
couple of Trot Nixons over here.
Friends?
Joe Mauer, right?
Wow.
Trot Nixon.
Wow.
Now, why is yours? What is yours? Trot Nixon? Why are you number 7?
I mean, it's gonna sound weird. Mickey Mantle.
No, okay.
Whoa.
How was that weird? Like that's way
Yeah,
better
he
than
fucking
Trump.
sucked.
Because he's a Yankee and because he was a switch hitting outfielder who was born on the same day I was born. And I was like, this is my life. And then I never became Mickey Mantle.
Marty's little kid's like, it's me, Marty Mantle. I've never been a player, and I crack a homer, and then I go this way, and then I crack a homer. It's me, Marty Mantle.
Yep, this might be it's probably better suited for my therapist.
All right, I think that's a good spot to cut it off.
Dental assistant. I actually don't know what Marty does, so I guess I just became a switch hitting dental assistant.
We'll find out next week what Marty does for a living. I have a sign off unless someone else wants to take the reins.
No, absolutely, Brian. If you
say I might have one, but if you got one, Brian, I would say you.
Marty wants to do it. You guys.
No, I was gonna say no. I'm getting you going. So, and as we always say on the Cannonballs podcast,
Brian.
God damn it, Wes.
Jesus, Mary, and Jorseph.
All crap, pull up.
Wes, mute yourself.